Yes, people. What's going on? Back again with another one. Red Talk Settings Flawless is here. What you telling me, fam?
I'm blessed, fam, yo. I'm not gonna lie. I just been bumping that Kendrick Lamar this ever since it dropped, yo. Freaky ass nigga here, 69 guy. Hey. Yo, that is catchy, yo, man. Yo, when I say he got one, when you say, yo,
bruv,
he
all of
got
them,
one with
bro.
that.
That video
Yo,
is gonna drop. That video's got to drop this week, bro. I
I
seen
hope
that they're
so, man.
filming it.
Oh,
So
they filming it. Okay,
yeah,
I missed that. I didn't know that.
yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause Whitney's
I'm blessed
brother
with that.
posted like all the man them outside with
Mm.
the whips and that. So I know they're posting that they were
Yeah.
filming the video in it. So it's gonna be a madness. I reckon there's gonna be some surprise appearances
Appearances.
in that
You reckon
video. You
so?
know them ones. You
A
know Snoop
Rihanna or
Dogg's
something.
gonna be in it. But bruv, listen, I just need Chris Brown in there, bro. Just because he name dropped Chris Brown and that, man need Breezy in the video. Because basically all his ops will be in the video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it makes sense because of the bar that he dropped where he was like, "How many ups have you got?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm for it, mate. You know what I'm saying? That needs a video. It's deserved because that
And you
shit
know
is
what's funny, yeah?
exactly
Like
the
he said
same.
how many ops you got, yeah, and then the security guard got shot today. You know them one.
Yeah, we're outside the yard. Yeah, they were
Yeah,
saying.
bro. Man said I'm gonna pass on this body. I'm John Stockton, and then the bray gets shot. The same, right? The security guard gets shot, but he did say he's got bare ops. But yeah, no fake news, people. Obviously, it was the weekend's people that shot
Was it?
his people. Yeah, because they shot them last week. Apparently, that's what's coming
Oh,
out, saying that the weekend's manager, his security guard got shot last week, and them man are returning the favor.
jeez.
That's what they're saying before anyone tries to tie Kendrick to the shooting. He had nothing to do with it. It was in
Yeah.
Canada.
You seen people trying to tie Kendrick to it, and it's like we don't know. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Did
no,
Drake
no,
Drake
nothing to
say
do
it was
with that.
Kendrick? So people just automatically talking like, "Oh, Kendrick did it. How could you still back him?" Did anybody say it was Kendrick? Did
It
Drake
wasn't.
even come out and
It
say,
was the weekend's people, bro. It was the singing brother. You know what I'm saying? The singing man got clipped by the singing Donny. So
"Any man getting bloody by singing, nigga"?
Mhm. That's it. The game is the game, bro. But yo, big up everyone inside though. These RENE MULENSTEEN comments are crazy because obviously he's his fellow Dutchman, and even Rene is like, yo, it's dusted for Ten Hag, pretty much. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man said banning journalists. That's really not smart. The media, of course, have the right to ask questions. They also see the kind of results, and yeah, basically on the board, such as the 4-0. It's logical why they would ask critical questions. And then he went on to basically say something along the lines of, yeah, here we go. Like, it's really incomprehensible what's happening now. There's simply no progress. And then he said, there's no optimism left. There's no style of play, club culture, or philosophy. If you look at the statistics, it doesn't make any sense. Man United have a goal difference of -3. Man said man are in the overdraft, blood, and it's May, cuz, you know,
He's
like
saying
that.
a lot. Steve
Yep.
is like, wow, because he don't even normally talk like
But
often.
that's what I'm saying, broski. And then he said Ten Hag is beyond the 18 months, and after a reasonable season last year, this should be the season that the squad kicks on. But the problem is they've regressed. This is all the stuff I've been saying. Ten Hag is responsible for bringing a lot of those players. He's responsible for the system of play and the preparation. Their writing's on the wall for him. Ten Hag says after the game they didn't follow his rules, yeah, but there are two reasons what happens. Either they don't want to or they can't. Exactly. And both of those follow with them. Both of those fall with the manager. This is what I've been saying the whole time.
Wait,
The players look lost.
They didn't follow the rules. Because I was just having this conversation just on my channel. Shout out to my guy Jess.
But he says it all the time. He always says, oh, that wasn't the game plan or something like that, bro. Like he always says something of.
That means you've lost its anarchy.
Yeah.
It's the purge. If that's the case, if they're not following your rules. If that's the case, start dropping, man. But you won't. I don't believe that. I don't believe they're not following your rules. I don't believe that in regards to it. Are they applying themselves as best as they could? No, and that is disgraceful from the players. However, you're just as disgraceful, and you're more to blame than them because at the end of the day, you are the manager.
I like the fact that his fellow compatriot is calling him out, though. You know the ones because normally you might see a bit of
bias.
Yeah, a bit of bias or man, or just trying to protect my man or whatever, but he's not.
Nah, he's like, fuck all that. That's where he's at with that, and I'm with that 100%.
So it's a bit crazy, bro. Man said I need to hear Marcel. Bro, Marcel's online now trying to champion this Tuchel ball now, bro.
Yeah, man, he's turned, man. That's how you know it's lost. That's how you know it's lost. When Marcel's like, all right, you know what? It's done for him. It's over. Show's over. It's a wrap. It is. Big up to Lee Slims every time, man. Petitions in the bill.
Yeah, 100%. But nah, like everything that he's saying is spot on, yeah. And this is the thing. He's saying, like, yo, it's your people Like, you've brought these guys in. So because you've brought these guys in, yeah, the fact that they can't play or they don't want to play the football that you want to play, ultimately the buck falls with you.
And that's with anything, anywhere, if you are the manager, because you are managing the people. Again, are the people the best that you have in regards to the players? No, but you brought, and that's one thing about that lineup that dispels the myth, because some of the defense of him was, oh, wait till he gets his players. These are the same players that threw X manager, Y manager under the bus. These are the same people who threw Mourinho under the bus and threw Oli under the bus, and some of them Van Gaal, also Moyes. Look at that team yesterday. Look at the team yesterday, people. Onana's his signing. Johnny Evans is his signing. Casemiro is his signing. Mount is his signing. Eriksen's his signing. Anthony is his signing. Højlund is his signing. So that's 7 of the 11. Never mind Maino, who he's brought through, and Garnacho, who he's brought through. So that's 9. And I believe he gave Dalot a new deal. I could be corrected. So 10 of the 11 you've signed or co-signed.
No, bro, this was his team, bro. And this is why when people talk about injuries, don't talk to me about injuries, bro. Because at the end of the day, Casemiro was the only player that was playing out of position. Everyone else was playing in position. The front three is the front three that he's been persisting with most of the season, bar Rashford. But you swap that for Anthony. Anthony's an £85 million signing, yeah. So
he plays right wing.
Yeah, who plays right wing. So that was your guy. And then when you look in the midfield, Kobbie Mainoo and Mason Mount was your 65 million signing. Kobbie's been playing. Do you know what I mean? And Eriksen was also your signing. So, and then you look at the 2 fullbacks, they are actually fullbacks. And we've got 1 centre back that you brought in, even though he didn't pass a fitness test and you played him injured anyway, benefit of the doubt. But really, it's only the centre back pairing that you can really complain about, bro. You shouldn't be going to Crystal Palace and getting absolutely cooked like that, bro. It doesn't make sense.
Thrashed, and and adds into it. Not only was the result bad, the performance was woeful because it could have been more. Add on top of that as well, Palace were even at their very, very best, and we still lost heavily and still could have lost by more. On top of that, one thing I can't say no Manchester United. The vast majority of Manchester United fans, we all in agreement on, we're not shocked by what we're seeing. Someone would have said before the game, hey, United are going to play poorly and get battered 4-0. We'd all go, yeah, I could see that. Because the performances, that goes to show how many non-Manchester United fans don't watch us and may think you, Rants, or me, or others are being overly critical when we talk about the team. Because that's the same performance we've seen time and time again. That is a week in and week out performance. That is not out of the norm. But it's like, because we lost 4-0, because we was the one playing on Monday and no one else is playing, it's like, right, this is awful. I had someone tell me, oh, yeah, United are done. I said, where have you been? We've been done.
Bruv, we've been done, bro.
Where is this?
Bruv, do you know what the wickedest thing about Man United is? Yeah, it's like, bro, we play like this every week, and it's like the only difference between a good and bad Man United performance is the result.
Yes.
Because literally, it's all the same shit, bro.
Yes, because too many people do results-based analysis and we'll just look and go, oh, United won 2-1, so they must have played at least to a decent level or a good level.
Yeah.
Did you watch the game? Not highlights, watch the game. Oh, United won 3-1 today. They must have played well. Or they won 1-0 with a late goal. They must have dominated. No.
Yeah.
Not in the slightest. Like, that performance is pretty much the performance we've seen all season long, bar the occasional game here or there. Whether we win, whether we lose, whether we draw, the performance is going to be like that. What are we talking about? Yeah, new contract to Delors, I was right. Yeah.
Yeah, but bro, look at this, yeah? And then people have the cheek to turn around and say, because this is why I always have to keep shooting away the misconception. They're like, oh, this is the manager's players. And I mean, this isn't the manager's players, and these players have thrown other managers under the bus. Who? These are all his guys, brother.
Who? And did they look like they was playing for him? He's coming out himself, which I didn't know, the quote talking about they're not following my instructions. So whether that's true or not, that's telling.
But bro, that's not the first time they've said it. He said it, bro, since he's been here. I've heard him say multiple times, like that wasn't the game plan, or they didn't stick to the game plan. I've heard him say that multiple times. He's one to throw players under the bus. He'll blame the team performance on the players rather than hold his hands up and say, you know what,
I got it wrong.
Yeah, he won't do that.
I admit it. It's nothing wrong if you turned around and said, hey, we weren't good this week. We need to be better. That's it. That is the manager template 101. To say after you've lost the game, hey, you know what? We were poor today. We're going to correct this in training. We will be better next week. And then when you lose next week, you say that we need to get it right. But then when you try and justify it and try to talk about, oh yeah, we play great football and the players are not following my instructions, or we're the most dynamic team, we're attacking, or we dominated the game, or our XG was higher, or whatever the case may be. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Egypt.
Bro, there's always some kind of excuse with this guy, and this is why he has to go, because the thing is, yeah, if you could see a manager doing something, yeah, and you honestly thought, you know what, he knows, like similar to Ralph, I was like, you know what, this brother knows what the problem is. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, because he knows what the problem is, I was like, you know what, I trust this guy to fix it, because the first thing, in order to fix a problem, you first need to identify it.
Yes.
The fact that this guy cannot even identify what the problems are, and I'm watching this guy gaslight the fans and tell us that we don't know what we're talking about. We got him sitting in front of Gary Neville and pretty much saying to Gary Neville that it's the personnel and not the structure as to why we're conceding goals, because apparently last season when we had all of the players available, we weren't conceding. Therefore, the reason why we're conceding is the personnel, completely ignoring the structure.
Yeah, again, completely. Because if it's personnel, there's many problems with that statement. One, if it's personnel, that means you have no defensive structure and you have no defensive system. You're relying on individuals to bail you out. And I've said that in regards to the system overall. When people use injuries as an excuse, should there be a drop-off if you have a lot of injuries? Yes, because the quality is not there. However, the system should remain the same despite the personnel. So whoever your first choice centre-back is, the second choice centre-back should go in there and do the exact same job as the first choice centre-back, because they're of the same profile. Now, will the second choice centre-back do it to the level of the first choice? No. That's why one is first choice and one is second choice. But however, the job should remain the same. So the fact that he's saying that is how bad Manchester United are and how bad you have no structure. If you're just relying on, let's say it's Martinez with Varane and Luke Shaw to be available. Let's say that's your four, and Delo. Let's say that's the back four you want. So if one of them's injured, the whole thing just turns to shit. That should not be the case. What are we talking about here?
But the thing is, defending and attacking, yeah, to a certain degree, especially more so defensively, becomes more structural than individual, you know? And even attacking is structural to a certain degree, because if you watch the very best teams, yeah, their attacking shape is very repetitive.
Yes, because they know how to get the ball forward into certain areas. Now, what players do in those areas is
down to the individual.
It's down to them. It's down to the individuals. But that's why I'm also critical of the players and want them gone, because you mentioned it there, defensive structure. That comes down to organization. Whoever I should be able to be in the dugout, and I don't have the credentials to be anywhere near the Manchester United job, and they should be capable of being organized. Why is Casemiro missing one tackle and it's 3-on-2?
Exactly. There should be there should be players, yeah. There should be players occupying certain zones, certain areas, so that if one player is bypassed, there should be someone on hand there to clean up behind them pretty quickly.
It's outrageous. Like, Casemiro misses the challenge. Bear in mind, it was close to like the center circle of in Manchester United's half. And it's 3-on-2. Dalot's got a man to his side. Can't remember who it was. I think it was Evans over the other side. And Elise's just bearing down on goal. I'm like, why is that the case? Why is that happening? And that's why as much as I blame the manager, and he's mostly to blame, these players don't get off scot-free with me, because that is unacceptable. You won't see there be League Two teams who are more organized than that. Organization is not a lot to ask for. That is bare minimum stuff. And that's where it is. Even if the manager's rubbish, which he is, the manager's awful. Hey, you know what? We're just going to take it upon ourselves.
Yeah. Man said he's not touching that team. The manager must not be letting him touch that team, because everyone thinks we were a great team that attacked everybody.
I think he's just saying McLaren's not got any. He's not.
Definitely. Definitely hasn't got no input, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's obvious, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's very, very obvious still, man saying. Steve McLaren put sessions on to make sure we stopped other teams getting the distance and angles right. So he's basically saying, I've worked with Steve McLaren, yeah, and I know Steve McLaren is more meticulous than this. So this is not Steve McLaren's work.
Because he's been a phenomenal. Well, he was a phenomenal number 2 when he was here last time. So
that's what I mean. He's got previous. Do you know what I'm saying? So the game is the game, bro. Man, them saying check Elise's likes. Yeah, we know Elise is coming, bro. Like, it's calm. I'm looking forward to having him at the club, but
you reckon we sign Elise, yeah?
Yeah, but we need to clear some players out, bro, because he was the 7 at Crystal Palace. Do you know what I'm saying? And he needs to at least have that 11 from that bum Rasmus, bro. He needs a proper number. He needs a starting 11 number, bro.
Yeah, pick a number. Whether it's 7, whether it's 11, pick a number, because even Mason Mount, not how bad Mason Mount is, it's not even... Yeah. He's not even being spoken about his performance. That's how little we expect from you.
He's absolute shite, bro.
Yeah, that's it. That's how little we expect from you, that we are not even being critical of your poor performance. And people will say, oh, he's been injured, so he's not had many opportunities. How come Mano took his opportunity by storm? Mano played 2-3 matches, and we were all like, hey, this guy a baller who also plays in midfield like Mason Mount. What are we talking about? Quality. I said all this in the summer about Mount. Horrible signing. Horrible.
Yeah, even Owen said there's no way his fingerprints are anywhere near that team. He's a brilliant coach, and the team is not being coached at all. That's crazy. Michael Owen, man, got more. Michael Owen here as well.
I've said it for a long time. You know, I've sat here for quite a while. I've been saying that Ten Hag is just not the right man for this job. I've been saying it for ages and ages. He simply cannot manage the team next season. But I almost wonder now, they've got a cup final and they've got a few important games that could mean European football next year or not. And at some point, you've got to make a decision, right? Well, there's nothing. They're going to get absolutely hammered by Manchester City. They're going to get annihilated. In fact, Arsenal will smash them to bits at Old Trafford. Newcastle will probably beat them. And I wouldn't even fancy them going to Brighton either. They might not get anything out the rest of the season if they're playing like that. And I just wonder, with so much at stake, even though it's only for 4 games, I wonder whether the board might just have to try to do something here and now and be quite radical about it. I'm not sure. But he simply cannot manage this team next season. He's not good enough. I've thought it for ages. He's just not good enough to manage Manchester United.
Great. Lovely. Like, straight to the point. That's it, bro. He's nowhere near the level, bro. He's nowhere near the level. Like I'm saying the same thing. I'll give it to McLaren to the end of the season, bro. For the Arsenal game, I would.
Anybody bar him, and that's why I was so on. Hey, get an interim just to give us a lift.
McLaren is the interim, bro. He's been number 2, bro. He's been the number 2 at this club before when we were actually good, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, he can set up in a system, even if it's just to make life difficult for Arsenal so we don't get embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? The same goes for against Newcastle and against Brighton, because if we end up losing all 3 of those games, we're finishing outside of Europe. Not that I'm too upset about that, because I think we need a rebuild, but I think financially it could have ramifications for the club, which is why they would want Europe. But me personally, I'd rather have no Europe for a year, be able to make the squad smaller. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we're only playing 1 game a week, and just get rid of the dead wood, bro. Like, and there's no pressure to have a big squad. I would just dash away loads of players, get the wages off, start again. I'd use it as a Control-Alt-Delete thing, bro. That's what I would do.
I fully get what you're saying, because it gives us an opportunity. Let's see what players want to be here or not. All right, no Europe. All right, some players we might be surprised and go, I don't want to be here no more, number 1. Number 2 as well, Double A mentioned this, shout out to him. Humbling for some of these, man, if we're not in Europe. Definitely, because I believe there's going to be a wage cut if we don't get into Europe, and also just the embarrassment. When is the last time Manchester United have been out of Europe altogether? I don't remember. The last time we just weren't in Europe at all, even Europa League. So again, it's needed. And also, I think it gives everybody a big self-awareness check. Like, oh, well, really not yet. We could even make Conference League, which is the 3rd tier of European competition. So if we do, would I prefer for the new manager to have Europa League? Yes, I would prefer for the new manager to have Europa League. However, if we're out of Europe altogether, I don't think it's a disaster. I think the 1 game a week thing could work in our favor in regards to finishing as high up in the Premier League. And I also think it helps the manager and the players focusing on the domestic cups. That's what I would say. FA Cup and League Cup, which we should be targeting anyway, then become more of a priority because there's no Europe whatsoever. They're the only 2 trophies we can legitimately win, so they should take priority. Bear in mind, we've reached, what, 3 out of the last 4 cup finals. And look how bad we've been. So imagine, this is what annoys me so much. Imagine we was competent. The league ain't great in terms of quality.
It's not. That's why I think that if we do have 1 game a week, yeah, we can make significant strides. We can with 1 game a week, brother. Yes. We actually can, bro. And we can get quite a few man off the wage bill, yeah, and we can trim the squad because, bro, it's too big.
It could trim the squad, and I want to get rid of it. So that is definitely a positive that it goes, oh, but we can't guarantee you X amount of minutes because there's no second competition. It's literally the Premier League, and that's it. Yeah, Saeed said that. Now, I hear what you're saying. And to the man who said as well, like, oh, you don't want Europe if it's not Champions League. The reason why I look at the Europa League, 1, because it's another way back into the Champions League. 2, it's a European trophy. And 3, it can be a catalyst to go on and win something else. So say whoever the new manager comes in, goes and wins the Europa League. That can then be a great platform to build on. Winning can breed winning. When you look at all successful Premier League sides who have actually won trophies over a number of years, it's always been a 2nd or 3rd tier trophy that's kicked off. When you look at the great Fergie sides, we didn't just pop up and win the Premier League and then dominate the league for 4, 5, 6 years. It's like, nah, we won an FA Cup or we won a Carabao Cup. Pep did it with City. Mourinho did it at Chelsea both times. He did it when he was here. The list goes on. Even what's his name? Klopp. Swear he won the FA Cup and League. Did he win the FA Cup? No, I don't think he did, but he reached finals before. When was his first trophy at Liverpool, the Premier League? Or was it the Champs? I don't know if he won the FA Cup or League Cup beforehand. But I know he reached finals. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he lost finals. He lost the Europa League in his first one, I think.
He lost like multiple finals, but even that being there, it's like, okay, we're getting closer. It can all help. Bear in mind, they didn't build a dynasty, but my overall point remains the same. So I'm with it. I will never turn down the opportunity to win a trophy. I don't think it's a hindrance whatsoever. 0. Never not want to be in a competition because of it. That's just me, though.
I hear it. And all this stuff about Arteta finishing 8th. Bro, he didn't spend 400 and odd million to finish 8th.
Yeah.
I'm saying he didn't spend that to finish 8th. So
no, he didn't.
I'm not trying to hear that, bro. I can't lie. There's no excuse for what Ten Hag's doing.
No excuse. And then why is Arteta our bar? That's what I don't get. Arteta's done a fantastic job at Arsenal in terms of the improvement. He's much better than I expected him to be. I think he's much better than the general consensus is. He's still falling short. That's why there's Arsenal fans who are still unhappy with what's going on. Because you do not get many great opportunities to win the Premier League. They should have won the Premier League last year. I'm sorry, that falls on Arteta and the players. This year, City, how many times have we been critical of City? It's not the same City, and Haaland's been criticised, and De Bruyne has been criticised, and John Stones has been injured, and Ruben Diaz hasn't been good. But yet, they're still probably going to win the league again. You don't get many great opportunities to go and win the league. Because to me, they should have won it last year, definitely. And when you look at the points they dropped this year, they should have. Then they lose to Fulham and West Ham. So if they beat Fulham and West Ham, they win the league. These are key moments, and that's not all on Arteta. You have to look at the players, but that ties into recruitment. The point I'm making is I don't want to be Arsenal people. Are Arsenal better than Manchester United? 110%. But they are not the bar. Now, if you say, hey, you know what? Do you want City success? Yes. Run me 5 Premier Leagues in 6 years and the champs and domestic treble. That sounds good. I'm with that. But Arsenal, no, they shouldn't be our bar, but they've done a great job. Arteta's done a very, very good job there. But he's going to fall short again. Then what? Then it's like, all right, we need to go again in the summer, but he shouldn't be. 1 FA Cup. Is that what we're dealing with? All right, bet.
Bro, I can't disagree with anything that you said. I really can't, bro. And that's the honest truth. So, like, I don't know
why he became the bar. I don't get why he's become the bar. Look at what Arteta's done.
I think it's just the easy thing. It's the easy thing to point to. It's massive cope. That's what it is. It's massive cope. Do you know what I'm saying? But the bottom line is, there shouldn't be a single Manchester United fan that is actually making a case for this manager anymore, bro. It's indefensible, bro. That's what I said yesterday in my match reaction. It's indefensible. At this point, if you're defending this manager, you don't believe what you're saying.
It's literally, how do I put it? I don't know what more you need to see. I've said this consistently. How many more bad results and bad performances where you go, you know what? This manager's not it. Give him time. Give him time to do what? Exactly. When you look at what's going on elsewhere.
Yeah, he's not going to turn it around. He's not going to turn it around.
Like, what's good about what he's doing? Where are the positives this season? Take Mano out of it. That is it. He's the one at 18-year-old who we weren't talking about like that before preseason started. He played in preseason, played well and got injured. But Mano, that is legit it. The side, normally when Manchester United make 4 or 5 signings, one of them hits and you point to one of them and go, hey, at least such and such was decent. That's bright. You can see a future there. Horrible signings. All of that. I can't remember a worse window in recent times. Onana's absolutely looked horrible. Hoyland's looked horrible. Mounts looked horrible. Who else did we sign? I think, was it just those 3? Yeah, I think it was just those 3. You didn't sign anybody else. Can anybody let me know? I don't
remember signing anyone else, but bro, it's just a joke, brother. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the worst window. It's the worst window ever, bro. And that's why people can't make excuses, because all of his signings were there yesterday, pretty much.
And to everyone who's like, don't blame the player. No, we do blame the players, which ties into blaming the manager, because he signed or co-signed these, man. I don't let the players get away scot-free. Let me just clarify that. Rants just spoken about trimming down the squad if we don't get in Europe. I am not fighting to keep anybody. And Rants or any of you lot in the chat could say, hey, Flawless, I want to get rid of such and such. I'm not fighting to keep anybody. I'm not arguing you down. If you said, hey, if we got 40 to 50 million for insert player name here, I'm not fighting you. Literally Diallo, because he's not been around like that and he's a bright spark. Mano, because he's actually been one of the only positives. And Varane, because I genuinely think he's played well. Name another player. I'm not fighting against anybody, you say, people. Anyone in the chat, name me a player. And that's good. Some of them,
there's not many players that
I'm not fighting for
deserve to be here for the good times, because they haven't made a good account of themselves during the difficult times.
Yes.
This is the honest truth, bro. So
it's like,
man.
The ship sinking and everybody just inside knowing the ship's sinking. No one wants to go out on the deck and go, hey, you know what? Try and hold the sail or something, patch something up, do something. I'll excuse lack of skill, but lack of will, I'm not with it. Like, not closing down, I'm sorry, that's inexcusable. Not tracking back, not being organized. I'm asking for the best. I'm asking what I would do out there. And I am nowhere near professional football. You know what I do? Try. At least apply myself. You know what I'm saying? My mark. Like, what? I'm tired of these, man. I'm tired of you, man. On big money as well, you know. You might have been paid very well to do said job as well. That's the worst part about it. It's not like you might have just, you know, a minimum wage and just bullshitting at a job. I've been there, done that many a time. I don't care about this bullshit, whatever. Might have paid extremely well to do a job, and you don't even try. Man, don't even like. That's just in it. We ain't even saying win. Hey, you know what? Just go out there and compete. Run around.
It's true. It just looks like we're rolling over.
We do. Roll over. And just say, hey, you know what? All right, cool. Palace rolled over for them. And this is not a fantastic Palace side. It's not like it's Palace who, you know, they're challenging for top 4. They're on the beach. They ain't going to qualify for Europe. They ain't going to get relegated. And we didn't even give them a game. At least as a quality players, at least attempt to tackle them. At least try and put them off.
Them man were running through us. And the thing is, you know what's crazy? I saw when Carragher was breaking down when we're playing out from the back. Bro, the guy signed Onana. And bro, Onana's walking the ball out. And our players are running away from him.
Oh, was it from, I didn't see this clip. Was this from a goal kick or was he had the ball?
No, he had the ball at his feet. But
okay.
Do you know what I mean? The players are running away from him. So they're squeezing up towards the halfway line. And it's like, and then he plays the long ball. And it's like, this is what we're trying to do, bro. It's like, why is man playing long balls, And he showed an instance. It was in a different game though, and Dallo was inverting, and it's almost like he's playing from the goalkeeper to Dallo, who's inverted off the flank. And I'm like, bro, You brought in this goalkeeper, yeah, who's supposed to be really good with his feet, yeah, and you just got this guy hoofing it, bro. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Exactly. And then that ties on to the players to go. What I was talking about. Hey, you know what? Show for the ball.
Yeah.
You mentioned the players running away, and I've seen that many a time where not even just with Onana, when we're on the ball and there is legit no options. There's legit. I've seen many, whether it's a defender, whether it's a midfielder, whether it's even an attacker. Hey, show for man. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least help. Like, I think I've seen the stat and it said the only pass Højlund received one pass from a Manchester United player whilst being in their box, and it was from Wan-Bissaka. And it's like, again, all right, the manager's terrible. Let's try and do something and figure something out. Let's try and put something together again, but it comes down to application. And you said them man don't deserve to be here for the good times, and I agree with that. I hate we just gonna let the ship sink.
Yeah.
What happened to self-pride and self-profession? And some of the players will show that. Like, for instance, Talo, I will never go against his mentality. I've never seen him not try. And
No. He's got a good mentality. He plays well, yeah. But
yes.
I'll always stand by
limited.
the fact that as my fullback, he should not be making runs in centre forward areas, looking for the ball that's been hoofed by the goalkeeper. It's like,
that's crazy.
What kind of football is that? Where did they do that? Where did they do that? Do you know what I mean? Like, we're getting absolutely scammed here. We're getting scammed here. This brother, we signed him on a 3-year deal, and he's hoofing the ball from the goalkeeper straight into our fullbacks, who's inverting, almost like making late second man runs off the centre forward, our fucking fullback. Like, bro, listen, there's nothing new under the sun here. This shit that this guy's trying to invent here is nonsensical.
Because I don't even know what he's trying to implement, and then he has the cheek to say, "Oh, the players are not following instructions." So, what are you doing all week long? Why is there no repercussions for not following instructions? If a player's not doing what you said, why is he there next week and the week?
Bro, because it's like he don't trust his players, even though he signed most of them, yeah, and offered new deals. It's like he doesn't trust these guys, bro. And if you don't trust them, like, why are they still here, bro? Like, I just don't even understand, bro. At certain points, I saw Kobe Mino at left back, then I saw him at centre back. I was like, hold on, have they swapped him for Cass? Because he was so deep. And it's like, no one's got, like, I'm not saying that the positions need to be rigid, but I'm saying, bro, when you watch Man United, it's very hard to tell who's playing where. And that's not a good thing.
There needs to be some form of template. There needs to be some form of fix, but it's just like, all right, we're gonna do this is the base of where you should be around as a footballer on the pitch.
Yeah, bro, there has to be certain zones that you need to be in when you have the ball, or at least when you don't have the ball, because it makes it easier to retrieve it back. Like, I'm struggling to find out what is our strategy for actually winning the ball back. What is it, bro?
What is our strategy for anything? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is our strategy for anything? I don't know how we're trying to win the ball back. I don't know how we're trying to defend when the opposition's in our attacking third, our middle third, when we're pressing from the front or not pressing from the front. How are we trying to attack? You mentioned it with Onana from the goal kicks and having the ball in our own box. How we try to progress the ball. There seems to be no plan whatsoever. So I don't know what's being done. Maybe, like I say, Scholes and Owen was right in regards to there's no way McLaren is having any input. Who is having input? It's him. It's just a whole heap of mess. And
it's him from top to bottom, because he was taking credit for the youth team. He was saying, "Oh yeah, I brought Garnacho through, and I brought Kobe Mino through." So he's saying, "Yeah, I'm taking control up and down." But bro, he's not doing a very fucking good job of it, mate.
And he said, "Young players must take responsibility." So.
Responsibility for what, bro? Like what is he talking for?
I want to know who the young players are. Is he talking? So that's Mino, Garnacho, Højlund. Who else is young out there?
Yeah, but bro, take responsibility for what?
That too.
And how?
And why is it on them? Why is it on them free? When you got all that experience out there. When you have
I don't know,
Casemiro,
bro.
Johnny Evans, Mason Mount, Ericsson, Dalot, you can throw Wan-Bissaka in the mix as well.
Bro,
to Ryan James, I don't know about Elise to answer that question.
I think we'll get him still. I think the links with Elise are very loud. He's a Man United fan. We need a player on that side that starts. He's the right age. Do you know what I'm saying? He's the right profile as well. Jim's always talking about players with a bit of gold dust, a bit invention. He's definitely got that. He's definitely got that. As a Man United player, he definitely suits the mold of what a Man United player should be in my head. But so does Jaden. Do you know what I'm saying? And they didn't nurture Jaden, so we can't fuck around and go get someone like Elise without getting a manager that's going to allow him to roam and enjoy his football the same way he does at Crystal Palace. What we can't do is what City done to Jack, is go get a maverick player like that, and then fucking hem him in and handcuff him to the touchline. Like, we can't do that. We have to allow him to drift centrally like he does to link up with Eze. We need to give him the freedom to continue to play his football. That's the only way the signing makes sense.
And I hope that if it is Elise, let's say we are targeting him and this is the truth, but not just targeting Elise just because it's Elise and he's doing well in the Premier League. And then say we don't get Elise, and then he's the next right winger we get, he's quality, don't get mistaken. But what I'm hoping is it's not what we've tried to do in the past, where it's all right, just go get talent with no plan. That's what I don't want it to be. And
but the plan will come from the director of football and the CEO, who we already have identified, even though they're not in place. So I don't think this no plan thing should be happening going forward.
I certainly hope. Like, I don't want it to be the case of, let's say we don't get Elise and then the next right winger we go approach is right-footed, because it's the complete opposite of what.
Exactly.
Even if he's top quality, like, don't wait, that don't fit. Like, I'm hoping it's not just the talent.
Yeah, you're saying the profile needs to be consistent.
And that's why I'm hoping at least they ties into whatever style we are trying to play. You mentioned it there. You don't want him to be a touchline winger. So I don't want our style we go and pick where we need touchline wingers and then we go get Elise. Because it defeats the object of going to sign Elise. That is the thing I'm making. And that's how I feel in regards to how we approach it. Elise should be a profile. So the next winger next to him, whoever, let's say we sign 2 right wingers, even though we won't, the second one who's backing up Elise should be of a similar profile, but just not as good. He's left-footed, has the same type.
Yeah, but that's why his backup's got to be Ahmad.
I hope Ahmad.
Because Ahmad drifts inside as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though they're not the same, like, they're both intelligent, elegant, technical players. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So them two on that side, is, hey bro, that's curtains. I can't lie.
It sounds great.
If them two are on that side, you're looking at one of the best 1 and 2 combos, blood, in the league, bro.
Would you?
On that side.
I agree with you on that. And that's where I'm at with it. Like, Diallo and Elise sounds fantastic. Hey, they're the right wing options. All right, cool. That's a great start again. Obviously, more needs to be done, but I like that. I'm a fan of Elise. Just the injuries. I don't know if it's reoccurring or if it's different injuries. That's my only concern with him. I know he's got injured a lot this season. So that is my only, but someone in the chat may know more than me. I don't know.
Nah, he's had his fair share of injuries, bro. But I don't know.
Let me have a look.
I don't know, bro. I think he's played 16 and I think he's played
17 Premier League matches.
17. What? And he's got how? What is he? What has he got? Goals and assists. Well,
I don't know about assists, but goals he's got. 1 sec, I'll let you know now. The chat will let you know probably quicker than I will. Just checking it now. So he's got 9 goals this season. That's impressive.
That's what I mean. And I think he's got like 4 assists or something like that.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. That's my only concern with Elise is the injuries. Him as a player is a baller. He's a baller, and he's actually got the, not only is he technically good and he's great for the team, he's also got the stats to match it as well. It's just the injuries. I'm looking here. So yeah. Season 23, 24. So yeah, hamstring injuries. That's what it was. He got 2. Yeah, hamstring injuries. That's what's kept him out.
Hey, big up Cam's in the chat. He's saying he played 37 games last season.
Yeah. The season before he played 37, and the season before that 26.
Yeah, well there you go, man. At Hodgson, bro, just had my man doing up cross country. Then by the looks of it, bro. Do you know what I mean? Nothing to see here, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The funny thing is, I see all these man, all these Brexit man doing their think pieces on his attitude and stuff when we were linked with him. This is what these man do, bro. The one thing I hate about this fan base, bro, it's the undercurrent, yeah, or fucking prejudice that we always have, yeah, with certain players, bro. It makes me sick. You know them ones, and it's like if Sancho's on the way out and then this brother's coming on the way in, and then he's gonna be the next Sancho, blood. I swear down, you man, just give me a year off, blood. You know them ones there. Like, man don't want to be out here fucking fighting for social justice all the time, cuz.
Yeah,
You know them ones. I just want to enjoy my football, blood. Why can't man just sign a good footballer, blood? And man just understand and just watch them play football. You know them ones there. Why man have to be fighting these man on some next bullshit, bro?
It's always some extra shit. That's why.
Bruv, it's always some extra shit, bro. Like, I don't know if this happens in other fan bases, bro, but I feel like it just doesn't, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like it just doesn't, bro. Like, it's this fan base, bro. Like, it pisses me off.
I think because we're the biggest fan base, the loudest fan base, that's why it's more notified with it. That's why it's more awareness to it. Because what is the issue? I didn't know about this. What is the quote-unquote issue with Elise's attitude?
Bro, certain man was saying, oh, like, you don't smile enough. And then man, remember he done the press conference and it was proper chill, like bare dry and that. Because he's just like quiet you, innit? Like he done the press conference. He done the interview yesterday with Eze. And you could tell he just don't really want to talk. You know, the ones there, and it's that's just who he is.
Not this, he don't smile and he don't want to do
it.
And when they said attitude, I thought like there would have been some issue, like he had a fallout with a teammate or a fallout with the manager or a coach or something.
No, he just doesn't talk much. Because remember, Vieira had to defend him. Because one brother came out and said, one of the guys said to Vieira, oh, we just spoke to Michael, this, that, and the other. He didn't say, and he said, oh, basically, he didn't say much. And Vieira's like, yeah, that's who he is.
Yeah, like that's him. Like, what are we talking about here?
And that's what I mean. I don't need that shit.
Yeah, he said he's not playing a game. He's not playing a game. This is Michael. Like, that's just how he is. Like, that's the type of thing. Yeah, what we do.
That's what I mean. It's fucking annoying, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are just chatting shit, bro. I'll be real.
Says there's nothing wrong with Elise's post-match interview after their victory over West Ham. This is from a couple of years back. He's talking about it. Yeah, there's nothing wrong because he's quiet. Hold up.
You ain't got nothing to talk about. He's just, bro, he's locked in it. He's a killer, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And I like that. And he believes in himself as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them ones.
That's his personality. You ask him the question, he'll give you a response.
That's it.
People really want to know how people are. That's crazy. How you should act and how you should conduct yourself in an interview. You weren't rude. You know what I'm saying? You didn't punch the interviewer in the face. Yeah, big on my guy Sheik every single time. Like,
yeah, but bro, this is why certain man shouldn't have a platform. I heard this as well when man was talking about like man's not in a relationship and that. Like, bro, what is man's relationship got to do with anything? Do you know what I mean? Like, this brother's married, yeah, with kids, and he's still a pussy. Do you know what I mean? So what's relationships got to do with anything? Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's not.
This brother's married with kids, yeah. You think he wouldn't act like such an arsehole? Do you know what I'm saying?
Makes no difference. He's not. Is this what we're doing? Not him on the pitch, you know. Is he technically good? Is he physically good? What's his injury record? What's his mental attributes like? What positions can he play? How would he fit in a system? Is there any players in the team who would work well with, etc.? Like,
bro, I like the fact that Elise doesn't say much and he lets his football do the talking. We need more players like that instead of players like Bruno and Rashford that talk too much, yeah, and it's usually to cover up a bullshit performance.
Yeah, like that is wild to me. I've never heard that. These are new ones to me. But he's not married. He's single. What's his marital status got to do with you? Single, nothing. Engaged, in a relationship, in an open relationship, whatever. Hey, you know what? Can you play ball? That's all I care about with Elise. Because I look at Elise and everybody else as footballers. I don't care what you do in your personal life.
But that's what I'm saying. Man said there's merit. There ain't no merit to shit. You know them ones there because Ryan Giggs was in a stable relationship and he's fucking his brother's sister, bro, and it didn't stop him from doing what he needed to do on the pitch.
And he performed very well.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not naturally more focused because everybody's different. Some people might naturally be more focused single. You know why? Because they're solely focused on that.
100%.
They may solely be focused on their career, where some of us may need to be in a stable relationship because their partner helps them become more focused. Everyone's different.
Yeah, but bro, I'll be real. When I'm single, I'm more productive.
Yeah.
You know, like
more time on your hands.
Because I got more time.
Yeah,
I don't have to think about no one else. I can spend more time in the gym. I could spend more time doing everything that I need to do because I ain't got to think about no one else's feelings, bro. I can lock in and do what I need to do. Do you know what I'm saying? So
you're in the zone.
Do you know what I'm saying? Man, them need to not talk shit, bro. Like that doesn't make no sense. Do you know what I'm saying? Rooney was in a relationship from when he was at Everton, bro, and this bro was still out shagging grannies and that.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You know why
like,
people? Because it's from an individual perspective. It's not one rule fits all. Some people do focus better in a relationship. Others focus better as being single. Some
brother,
don't.
It is purely, literally, like you said, it's purely down
to you,
to the individual, and nothing else, bro. Nothing else, bro. Being married does not mean anything, bruv. It doesn't mean that a man's gonna be more locked in on his football. It doesn't mean that, bro. Because he could be married to an absolute tyrant, bro. Yes. Do you know what I'm saying? Kyle Walker's married, bruv, and look how that's fucking affecting his football, bruv. This woman's trying to take half of everything, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? What is that helping his football or not?
You can be married to a tyrant, then, like you said, that then indeed affects your football, and you're not mentally locked in, but you may physically be there.
But that's what I'm saying. Man, saying the relationship's got to be healthy, but brother, again, you're better off being single than being in a relationship that's not healthy.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Like, so it is what it is, bruv. Yeah. Even if a relationship starts out healthy, it don't mean it's gonna end like that. Listen, every relationship that ended started out healthy.
Pretty much so, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Do you know
that's
what I'm saying? Or you wouldn't end up in a relationship in the damn first place.
Yeah, unless they're two damn morons. But even being in a healthy relationship and the woman's good, you just may naturally be more focused on some of your attention is on her rather than what's in front of you. And that's not nothing wrong with you. Some people are like that. Like Rants said, like I said, some people focus best being single. Some people focus best being in a relationship that's stable because they have that comfort and they have that woman that pushes them on. That can help 110%. Been there. When you got someone who's next to you who pushes you and actually assists you and helps with what you've got going on because they understand, hey, you trying to build an empire. Nothing better than that. Legitimate help. Trust me. I know about that first time.
No, 100%. But most of the time, it's not legitimate help. Most of the time, they're fucking hindrance.
Yeah, did you have to get the rare ones? You try to find a unicorn.
That's what I'm saying. They're hindrance and they're an expense, bro. You know them ones. So it is what it is, innit? So the thought of just because my man's in a relationship or not in a relationship, bro. You know what I mean? Like maybe he's not in a relationship because he wants to focus on his football, bro. Whoever thought about that? Because that's what happened with Heung-min Son as well, bro.
Oh, is that why he didn't get a relationship? He was like,
that's why he's not married, bro.
Because he said, I want to focus, I want to lock in. Yeah. Because if you're a wild boy and you're married, guess what? You're just a wild boy who's married. You're going to be wild.
But that's what I'm trying to say. With Son, bro, man said he can have a relationship after his career, bro, because, bro, football career is short. Imagine you retire at 33, 34. You're still young. You shouldn't be getting married before you're 35 anyway, bro, unless you find a unicorn. You know, like that. So it's one of them ones where, bro, man can think. Same with KD, bro. They said, oh, why you ain't got no kids? He said, bro, man, focus on my career, bro.
I think who else said that? Was it Shannon Sharp? I think mentioned the same thing as well. That
bro. He said he said he was too selfish. He was locked in his career, but that's why he said he wasn't the best. He wasn't the best dad. Yeah, that he wasn't always there because you get me. He was focusing on his career. So, do you know what I'm saying? He could have just easily held it off. Yeah, if he needed to hold it off. Do you know what I mean?
How about we let people do what's best for them? That's what it is.
But that's what I'm trying to say, bro. Yeah, trust me, man ain't here for all of this flipping, this soft shit, bruv. You know them ones there, like, this ain't the right place. Man's talking about the power of love can drive, bruv. Get the fuck out of here with all that, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, I'll be real, bro. Listen, if as a man, if you need a woman, to motivate you, to focus on your purpose, then what the, bruv, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it should be, again, if you've got the right one, and assistance. She should be helping you along, but you're already locked in and focused. Can it help certain individuals? Yes.
Nah, I'll be fair, bruv. No woman wants to be coming in and motivating you, bro. Like, no woman wants that, bro.
Not necessarily motivate, but just help. Yeah, not necessarily motivate, but just help.
Bruv, listen, like, she can make your life easier. That's all she can do. She's not gonna drive you to do shit. The drive needs to come from within you.
The drive needs to come
from football. You can run a bar for me or something like that. Do you know what I'm saying? But you're not going to make me run harder on the pitch. You're not going to make me do extra hours in the gym. Like, no woman ain't going to do that shit for me. Do you know what I'm saying?
You just said that was
love, bro. It's either you got it or you ain't got it. Ain't no relationship.
That drive comes from within, but like you just said, that help. You know what I'm saying? like running a bath, for example. Just help. You know what I'm saying?
But that's it. But the bath is after the fact.
Help.
The bath ain't gonna make you put in the extra hours in the gym, bro.
Nope.
Do you know what I mean? It's not gonna make you win those tackles out on the pitch, bro. It's not gonna make you do the extra hours of shooting on the pitch, bro. All of this is intrinsic. This comes from within you. Like, no woman's gonna be motivating you, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, if you get home, yeah, and your gal's got to say to you, yo, you're home early, like you ain't been to the gym, go to the gym, bro. She ain't looking for a fucking child, bro. That shit ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, that I agree with. I'm just talking about the assistance of help outside of that. Like you
brother, these things are more likely to ask you to spend time with them, yeah, and take away from what the fuck you're doing. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, man seen the video. I can't remember what basketball player it was, blood. And I remember like he come home, like it was his day off and he wanted to go shoot some hoops and the bitch was complaining. You know what I'm saying? And she's crying like a little bitch. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them light-skinned hoopers. You man will know who it is.
Let man go and try and be great.
I can't remember. And she was crying. Do you know what I'm saying? She was like, oh, he don't want to spend time with me. It's his day off, like this, that. And she's like, can you not go, bro? Shut the fuck up, man.
Man, he getting his shots up.
He's
working on his game. Same way if we're talking from a content creator space. We hear you trying to build an empire. I'm trying to build an empire. We trying to grow in this space and do other things as well. And that's what it is. That's why it's if you got the rare one who can just help you along with that. Like anybody. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, like a brethren can be of help. That's where it is. But they are rare. But back to the initial point.
That's what I'm saying. It's a bullshit. It's a bullshit excuse.
Yeah, him being in a relationship.
Because you don't know him. You don't know why he's not in a relationship. You don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was Austin Rivers. You're right. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mind your business. Like, there's no need to be, or like, no. That's nothing to do with anything. Again, and that's where we start talking about him as a person and not him as a footballer. Him as a person is nothing to do with us. Zero. Nothing to do with us.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that's some bullshit. Whether he's in a relationship or not, it don't mean nothing. So Alex Ferguson used to say that he preferred if his players were settled down and this, that, and the other. But that's a very old school way to look at things, bro. Maybe in his time, do you know what I'm saying? He met his woman young and he got married and all these other
But you know why it was like that in them times? Because women weren't as accessible as they are now. Because
there you go.
Media.
Yeah,
social media spots all in one room now. Now you got so many more options. Before it was your town. It was your city. Where are you from? They were the girl that was around. You may go out of town occasionally. But now you can meet someone halfway across the world. There's people all over the world right now. There's someone watching this that's in a relationship with someone who's in another country. And they've been together a number of months or years. Because we are all now in one room. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Shirt's fire. They got my
100%.
But like that's what it is. There's people literally, like even Eli, that's my done. Eli in Dallas, Texas. You know what I'm saying? There's people all over the globe watching this right now. Because we're all in one room. So yeah, I get why Sir Alex Ferguson said that at that time. It's like, yeah, settle down, stay indoors. Because he wants them inside. You know what I'm saying? He wants them inside.
Yeah, because he thinks if he knows where they are, then do you know what I mean? Like it's a good thing he can control them. But bro, the world don't work like that no more.
It don't work like that no more because you can be inside on a Mazda. Look at Kyle Walker during lockdown. You know what I'm saying?
Brother, you know
Look
what I'm
at
saying?
what he was on. You know what I'm saying? Who was it? Was it First Aid? Or Soccer Aid? Or not First Aid, Soccer Aid. Yaya Toure, when he had all them gyal and he offered gyal to the other team, to the other team's teammates, and he had to come out and apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? He's inside. What are we talking about here? It's crazy.
That's what I mean, man. Do you know what I mean? So let's get away from this narrative, innit? That narrative is a bullshit narrative.
Agreed.
Man don't want to hear none of that. Everyone's got their own reasons for being in what they're in. Do you know what I'm saying? So man ain't even trying to hear that bullshit. Elise is a top talent, yeah, and he didn't get to the level that he's at, yeah, by not being focused in it. And it's one of them ones where I like the fact that he don't talk too much. Do you know what I mean? You don't really see him doing too much foolishness either. Like he's not on social media doing the mad thing, bro. He's not very flamboyant. Like he's just a quiet brother, and I like that.
He just gets on with his football and plays, and he's played well this season, and that's why he's being linked with Manchester United and other top clubs as well. I'm all for it. Like I am all for go back. I don't care about your personality, man. Act like they're trying to date, man. That's what it is. Talking about man's personality and his qualities. Like, no, can you perform on the football pitch? That is it.
100%. Because the thing is, yeah. Like when if man get linked with Jack Grealish, they're not saying, "Oh, I don't want Jack Grealish." Do you know what I mean? Like this geezer's in a relationship. I don't want Grealish because he drinks too much. These man ain't saying that. Do you know what I'm saying? But now you want to talk about Elise's relationship status, bro. Go fuck
We
yourself.
know why. We know.
Yeah, but we know exactly why. That's why it's go fuck
Hmm?
yourself, bro. Do you know what I'm
We
saying?
know
I ain't
why.
got no time for this shit. And that's why I'm tired, bro, with this fan base, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, it's not even covert no more.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's not
just
even
open.
covert no more, bro. It's
It's just
boring.
open. Yeah,
It's so
I get you.
boring, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's dead. The same way these men are still making excuses for that crook Luke Shaw, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? And they're talking about his fitness and all of this. Bro, this guy's played less games than most players in this squad, you know. And look how long he's been here.
He's
I
been
know
because he's been here.
bro, why are these men not screaming about getting rid of him?
That's true. That's
true. What I'm saying, man. Get the fuck out of here, man.
He has to be. That would be a big statement of intent if he is actually let go this summer.
Get him out of it.
Yeah, because they give him Jack Grealish is that proper geezer. He's like the new age like Gascoigne, and they like that type of thing. That's what they like. They want that type of character. They love it. Looking at it, Luke Shaw been here since it's 10 years now. 2014. So he played 16 games, 5, 11, 11, 29, 24, 32, 20, 31, 12. That's Premier League.
There you go. And then that pussy old Locker's talking about Martial as well. That's awful. I wish he tweeted it. You know the one, because I would have quote tweeted that.
That's awful.
You know what I mean? Told him to go fuck himself. Do you know what I'm saying? Talking about, of course, Martial's not in the squad or something like that. Or something about, he must have chipped a nail or something. Do you know what I'm saying? You see people like that, brother? Oh my days. You see these journalists as well. These journalists, these man there, bro, I swear to you. You see, when I read some of these things, it's not even football no more. You know them ones?
It's beyond football.
Yeah, it's not even football no more. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, bro, when man start saying stuff like that, bro, you just want to meet them somewhere. You know them, man. Like, this is how it is, bro. Because you know what it is, though. You know what I mean, bro? I'm tired of shit like this, bro. Because, brother, man's doing this, man is doing this for a newspaper, man's doing it in a newspaper article that's supposed to be semi-linked to the football club. Do you know what I mean? And it's supposed to be, even though it's not directly linked to the football club, like, it's supposed to be one of them things where, listen, like, you're meant to be the professional. This brother's not a YouTuber, fam. Do you know what I mean? This guy is an accredited journalist, and he's saying stuff like that
about him. He must have broken out. Yeah, you shouldn't have your. Yeah, it should, because if you tweet
your own personal
bias shouldn't be in the article, because you should be non-biased. You should, you know what, as a journalist, what you should be doing is just delivering the news in the article. It's not your own personal. If you're writing for like, you can kind of give your opinion occasionally, but it's more so you're providing information. You are providing what is going on to the reader. We're not really here for you. Now, if you're a content creator, that's different. Yes, you are providing information, but you're also giving your opinion on it. What are we talking about, man? What are we doing?
And this is exactly why, like, bro, like, it's not even football no more. Do you know what I mean? Man like that, brother, oh my days.
It's crazy. And just seen you put in the title. What's these Hansi Flick links? This is news.
Yeah, the Hansi Flick, bro. I woke up this morning, someone sent me an article saying that it was basically saying that he's open to coaching in the Premier League, innit? And that Man United and Chelsea are kind of sniffing around. Do you know what I'm saying? And apparently West Ham were interested, but they're going with Lopetegui now. So
wait, West Ham were interested in Flick?
Yeah, but you know what it is? I think it's Flick's people not putting it out there, not the other way around. You know them ones. I think he's kind of sounded out that he's open to coming to England. And I think that's where the links are. I think the links are coming from his side. I don't think they're coming from our side at the moment. But if he was to throw his name in the hat, then I'm taking him over Tuchel, bro.
I'm definitely taking him over Tuchel. I think what it is with Flick is it would make sense if it was his own people pointing out, because there isn't many big jobs out there available like that. When you look at Bayern Munich, he's been at, so forget that. You look at Real Madrid, Barcelona, they're not available. So looking, if you're talking Italy, he's in ready. You got Inter, Inzaghi's there, Milan, Juventus. I think they're pretty much set with managers. You lot will let me know in the chat. So they're the three biggest jobs in Italy. So you're looking at England, and it's like City is set, Arsenal is set. It's just United and Chelsea. There is nobody else. Liverpool have now got slot, so that's one. So United and Chelsea are the only two, unless you go and get another international job. It's like that's
yeah, but you could go back to Bayern. The fuck, bruv, bare people are rejecting Bayern. You know, it's scary.
Because he was the reason why he left Bayern because he had issues with the board. So something's not right upstairs. Then you got Nagelsmann,
and it's changed. It's worse now. Do you know what I mean? The fact that Nagelsmann was like, nah, and Ranić, both of them guys extended in their international gigs. Loads of people are looking at this Bayern job and not fancying it. Do you know what I'm saying? And obviously, Tuchel isn't in a good situation with the Bayern board to the point where he couldn't stay anyway. Do you know what I mean? He basically come out and said, listen, from they started advertising my job, yeah, like there's no U-turn thing now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly that. And that's right. And yeah, with Hansi Flick, like I've said when I've spoken him before, solely from a resume perspective. That's why I said Hansi Flick. We had the conversation, I think it was 2-3 weeks ago. It's like his resume fits. That would be my pick. But again, Ineos and Omar Barada and everybody, they have much more information and much more resources to go get another manager. But I like Flick just solely off his resume and what he's done. He's someone I don't think would wilt under the pressure. Now, his playing style, I need to talk to my people who watch the Bundesliga and see more of that. But I liked what he did there when I seen it. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, he wasn't the best at Germany, but
that's what I mean. And now there's talk saying that Bayern are interested in getting Flick back again, bro. Bayern are dying, bro. Like if they bring back Hansi Flick, it's like, brother, like what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? You tried to go back for Nagelsmann as well. It's like what these man, but then again, these man only really hire German managers, bro. You know them ones, unless you're the creme de la creme. Like unless it's Ancelotti or Pep. Them man are not just gonna go. Them man are not gonna go and get a man from outside. And I kind of respect that in a certain way. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. It has worked for them.
That's why you got look at
that's
like
because they've had bare money. That's because they've had bare money and they were outspending and they could go and take the best players from everyone, similar to what Man United used to do. But now that's becoming less of a thing. Do you know what I'm saying? The more the other teams in the league are getting better,
because they became like they're still like mainstays in the Champions League in regards to last stages. They're in the semi-final now. I can't remember the last time they didn't like make even Bayern Munich not being at their best. They always seem to be in the last stages of the champs. I look at them kind of like how I look at Atletico Madrid in recent years, but actually longer than recent years, whereas they might not win it every year, but there's always a conversation. Oh, what about Bayern? Or they're third favorites, they're fourth favorites, they're fifth favorites, or they made a quarterfinal, or they're in a semi-final, etc. Even when they've not been at their best. But yeah, Flick, I would, like I said, resume-wise, I don't think anybody touches him in regards to that. And he did finish third. I don't think he was that good in the World Cup, but he did finish third. But I don't look at that anyway. If he had won the World Cup, then I may be looking at it different. If he had gone out in the group stages, I'd look at it different. But they got to the semi-final and lost. Oh, they sacked the people who beef with him. Oh, is that like the club thing? That's a new board. It's like the club thing because he left and Edwards went back. Oh, okay. Flick would make sense if there's a plan in place. What's the plan?
I think that the quality of the managers available is not very high, and also it's like, it's not an appealing job. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just one of them. It's not an appealing job, man. They've got fucking.
I did see this.
I mean, but they got Dyer in their man there, bro. Do you know what I mean? And Kim and that. This is kind of like the end of an era, and they need to rebuild, bro. Even when you look at their wide men and that, do you know what I'm saying? It's like
Gnabry, Coleman.
They've been there for a minute.
It's uninspiring.
Yeah, they're past their best. Do you know what I mean? And then Davis is gonna leave. Like all these man, their best days are behind them, innit?
Things like day two.
Yeah, it's the twilight of their career, bro. Do you know what I mean? Kane's got a couple years left, but it's like I don't know, man. Like a lot of their players have been there for a minute. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like it's an uninspiring aging squad, and it needs addressing, innit? So the next manager that comes in knows that it's a rebuild, and then on top of that, Leverkusen might do an unbeaten treble, and if they do that,
that's crazy.
Then it's even more fucking pressure on the new Bayern manager to come in and get that trophy back. Do you see what I'm saying?
Crazy. That man do an unbeaten treble is nuts. Unbeaten treble is crazy. That's what it is. But yeah, in regards to man is saying about mentioning Xavi and coming back, and this is on me, I'm critical of boards the same way I'm critical of players. I think it's like, oh well, there's no obvious names out there, so we just gonna keep whoever. Okay, how about you lot go scout and locate a manager? Again, is it extremely tough? Yes, extremely tough job. But you are paid very well to do an extremely tough job. Because there's going to be a manager, this is 7th of May, 2024. 7th of May, 2025, there's going to be a manager we are talking about as being one of the next best who none of us are talking about right now. Somebody going to break through. And we're like, all right, cool. Same way my man did it at Girona. What's his name? Michel. No, we're talking about Michel. Never heard of him before. And he had a good season. So Girona got him from somewhere. Something happened. I don't know where. I'll do the research. But the point I'm making is, and then he's now getting linked with big jobs. Xavi Alonso, no, we're talking about Xavi Alonso like that. We knew him as a quality player, but it wasn't all big. And now look at him being linked to big jobs now. He was linked to Liverpool and Real Madrid. And if he stays at Leverkusen and they win again, guess what? He'll get a big move.
He'll definitely get Liverpool or someone else. The Madrid thing.
Yeah. So Leverkusen, when I'm saying, and yeah, obviously Leverkusen and Girona are much different to Manchester United and Bayern Munich, of course. But the point I'm making is those two clubs did it. It can be done. That is it. But we'll see.
But yeah, now big up everyone inside. Bruv, we're not getting Southgate, guys. So like, I'm not even really
glad that's started. Glad that's
like, bro, I'm not looking into that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not looking into that, bro. And underneath that guy's tweet, he's getting cooked in the comments. Do you know what I mean?
What's the tweet?
Man said he's not reliable. Some brother tweeted about some Southgate links, and he's getting cooked in the comments saying, brother, you're not reliable. Have a day off. You know the one. He's not serious. We are not getting Southgates, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even trying to, like, bro, listen to what I'm saying, yeah?
Talk about it, fam.
Ashworth did not try and get Southgate at Newcastle or Brighton, but you think he's going to bring Southgate to Man United? Are you fucking drunk? Are you fucking drunk? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Brother, are you taking the fucking piss? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not do this. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's not do this.
I didn't believe that. I didn't believe Southgate. I can't believe that they'll pick the worst option out of the lot.
Brother,
I can't believe they go to the bottom of the list.
Yeah? This brother has no pedigree as a club manager. None. And you think that he's going to go from not winning anything with England to be in the face of the rebuild of Manchester United, the biggest club in England, based off what? And the guy hasn't coached in club football in what? How long?
Facts.
Because, bro, he's the England manager, and he's been the England manager for so long, I can't even remember who he took over from.
Jeez, who did he take over?
That's what I'm trying to fucking tell you. I feel like he's been a manager for so long. I can't remember who the fucking manager was before him.
How McLaren? Who was the manager?
Who knows, bro?
That is crazy.
Do you know, so what if Ratcliffe's rich? Sam Allardyce. You see what I mean? Allardyce with the brown paper bag money.
Jesus.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no way, bro. Do you know what I mean? About discussions are going well between United and Southgate, bro. Shut up, man. Santi fucking JFM, bro. Get a life. You know them ones there. You see people like that. Get the fuck out of here. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, like, honestly, I'm offended. I'm actually offended. Shut the fuck up. Do you know what I mean? At Big Man United.
Yeah.
And this brother hasn't even played the Euros tournament yet. And you know that England they've got no intention on sacking Southgate. Southgate's been there so long, it's at the point where almost Southgate leaves when he wants to leave.
Yeah, man, they named the tube station after him. You know what I'm saying? Brother. England's best manager in however long, man.
Oh, this guy, the last Euros final, he's got to semi-finals and all these things. He's not getting sacked, bro. Southgate is cushy, bro. He's a yes man at the FA. He's got the easiest job. He goes around watching football matches all year round. Do you know what I mean? And then there's no expectation on him to win anything as England manager, bro.
No,
he's cushy, bro. If you think that he's leaving, yeah, the fucking ease of being the England manager with no pressure to go to a Man United that's in a rebuild, yeah, and everyone's looking at him. Are you fucking stupid, bro? I can't lie. Anyone that thinks that that's happening, yeah, is a fucking idiot, bro.
I can't believe they picked the worst of the worst because he's the one manager, and United fans don't normally universally agree on something, but like 99.9% of United fans are like, nah, no Southgate. I've not seen anybody say, you know what, Southgate's my top pick. There we go. Lazy journalism.
Brother, Ashworth, they're saying our links to the FA. Ashworth has been at Brighton and Newcastle, and
links.
Southgate has not been linked, bro.
That's fair.
Southgate is coming to the end of this England contract, and of course, he's trying to get more money because who wouldn't want to try and get more money? So his people are probably using Manchester United for him to get a better deal for himself. Southgate will extend with England, and that will be it, bro. So, do you know what I mean? This is more I hope from our ops than anything, bro.
Yeah, of course, because it's great bands, and if roles were reversed, I'd be doing the same thing. If Southgate was linked to one of the rivals, I'd be like, yeah, Gareth to such and such. 100%.
Yeah, he's a proper FA yes man. That's what he is. He ain't going nowhere, bro. He's part of the furniture.
Yeah, 100%.
In the FA, bro. So man needs to drop me out with this Southgate bollocks, bro.
I'm with you. I hear you, fam. Trust me.
I hear you. I'm saying. So yeah, you lot pattern up. Make sure that you smash the like button. Yes. We're going straight over to the Dortmund watch along. We are like 8 away from 500 likes. Let's get these likes up, people.
Hey, run up
we got 1,200 in here, and we ain't even got 500 likes. It's a disgrace, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So you lot pattern up. Flawless, let them know what you got coming up for the rest of the evening, bro.
Yeah. First and foremost, big up for having me as always, Rants. Much appreciated, man. Much love for that. Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, people. So that'll be at midnight UK time. So we just answer sporting questions from the chat. So it'd be Champions League, of course, Premier League, NBA playoffs as well. Any questions like that. And of course, speaking of playoffs, please get over to the playback, people. Get over to the playback. Is where we've been doing NBA playoff watch-alongs. For those that don't know what the app is, it's where if you have an NBA League Pass, you can sync up with us. And we're all watching the same stream, so no spoilers. We're all at the exact same time. And I've been giving out VIP passes for certain games for people to watch along with us as well. So a few people came over yesterday because we was doing both games, Nuggets Timberwolves people. You know what I'm saying? We did that. Was it not? Yeah, Knicks Pacers, Nuggets Timberwolves. They were the two games yesterday that we did. So yeah, man, head over there, man. Please, playback.tv/Sarcasm City TV, or just download the Playback app as well, because all the gaming content is over there as well. So come have a ball, because it lets us, it makes me forget about Manchester United. You know what I'm saying?
I hear it, my bro.
That's why I've been so locked in on the Kendrick and Drake thing, just for something else. So yeah, man.
Oh, bro, that's been a great distraction. I can't lie.
Phenomenal. I definitely need to do I'm gonna do a lyrics breakdown, definitely of that. That's why when I seen what they posted about Kendrick, that he took the copyright off, I was like, yeah, I'm doing a lyrics breakdown.
He took the copyright off, bro. Yeah, so man's due to just look at his tracks, but I don't care about Drake's tracks because he got swept, so I don't need to listen to his shit.
I don't need to listen to them, plus I get for copyright, but I'll probably do, you know what? Actually, but yeah, I hear you. Trust.
So yo, big up everyone inside. I mean, make sure you smash the likes, and then also make sure you smash the likes when you go into the watch along stream.
Do that.
And yeah, I'll see you guys back here